Everybody, it's Victor. It's time for another run near the Binding of Isaac Victor Repentance series. Happy Tuesday, Mosh Pit. We did not have another video across 3,000 likes yet. Still coming back from the weekend lull, but usually they catch up by, well, today and tomorrow, normally anyway. So if you'd like to support the channel, go check out those videos. We had a lot of great runs over the weekend, and if you missed them, you missed out. Here's your meme of the day here, brought to you by Forzane Temper Semper. I just always call him Forzane. Title thread was Holy Marrow. Is this Holy Mantle? Yeah, it looks like Holy Mantle to me. I mean, it's go back to the meme where it's the same picture. Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. So we're starting off with a Greed today, and then we'll see where we go after this one, because I just felt like playing Greed. Foxtrot Yankee Whiskey Juliet 6 Hotel Sierra 2. We've got really bad tears rate. Well, not anymore. We've got good tears rate, but really bad damage now. Our shot speed is still kind of doo-doo. Speaking of doo-doo, we also have Turdy Touch as well as 5 bombs thanks to the remote detonator. We also starting with a key, so that saves us 5 cents to come away here with an early game value. Taking bets right now to see if I end up forgetting about those soul hearts or not. Gonna spoil alert, I probably will. And Necronomicon, which is a perfectly good starting item for a Greed run. This is a very underwhelming store here. We also have enough bombs to where we, early game freedom here with bombs is kind of nice, because obviously we get to try to blow up keepers, and we can get an early item before our waves if it's on sale. We need to get something that's actually worth it though, and none of that is, so we'll just keep on rolling, baby. You know what time it is. Yeah, definitely one screw, because we need to get shot speed. So here come the button memes already. There's been plenty of button memes after the Blue Baby episode. That was, yeah, that was definitely a lesson in why you do not ever push buttons, ever, in this game. Unless you're just so powerful, like it just doesn't even matter. We're about to get hit by something there, so I'll just go ahead and pop Necronomicon. Necronomicon is going to deal a large amount of damage to everything in the room. Has a relatively short cooldown with 4 hips, or in this case, just basically 4 waves. And, the damage you get from it, it's okay. It's good enough to kill all these, like, annoying enemies, but not good enough to kill anything of note. Namely champions that you're trying to get out of here and clear away. Most of the time, they won't die. You have to kind of soften them up a bit. Take out all the blasts here. This is a large amount of mobs here for an early wave. Yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and nuke them. Go ahead and nuke them. Flies we can take care of. Thankfully, none of them are corn flies, so we just kind of wrangle them around here. Now, some people, again, after watching me do Greed runs here for the last couple of months now, people have been asking me, why do I leave the coins on the ground? How can I purposely avoid them? And that is because there is a chance there's always going to be a chance for you to see the D20 somewhere in here. So in my mind, like, I'm just like, yeah, you know what? If I don't have to pick them up right now, I won't. Just in case we need some stuff to roll. That's just an old habit that I had from when Greed first came out a long time ago. Yeah, more shot speed would be great. Although I don't really want to like 15 cents. I'm not going to combo it with. I would love to combo it with something else, instead of just getting straight up shot speed, because obviously we can't get planetariums in Greed. So the crystal ball or the magic 8 ball is not necessarily going to be all that appealing. A crystal ball as well. I mean, it's it's like you don't need mapping. You don't need mapping as long as you have enough bombs and you know where the secret rooms spawn. Then obviously you're going to most likely find where the secret rooms are. So in other words, I don't really want a mono stat upgrade unless it's damage, of course. Just go ahead and take care of you guys. There we go. And yeah, you just saw right there. So Necronomicon is not even enough to kill Gurglings fresh off the press here. But I am happy that at least we got some shot speed. And obviously our tears rate being maxed out at the start is going to be very nice. We are suffering a damage down penalty thanks to Skidion Mushroom. But for the most part, it's worth the hassle, because our tears rate was just not good at the start. 17 cents is good enough to buy something. I'm not going to roll anymore, because chances are if we find something that we want to buy, we're not going to be able to buy it. And I am going to go over here and grab the soul hearts now. I didn't forget about the soul hearts. Reason being for that is because if we want to take a double deal, obviously we need to have some leftover HP. I don't know why I didn't pick up that red heart. So there's going to be another couple of Larry Juniors, which should be fine. You just gotta be careful of splitting them. You don't want to split them too early. Otherwise, just making it harder for yourself. Always aim for the head when you're fighting Larry Jr. Or aim for the rear. I guess it's also a way to kind of kill them without actually spawning more of them. And our tears rate is high enough to where we can deal with the poop piles that they spawn, so we can effectively cancel out one of their only few lines of defense, which is just throwing poop everywhere and, you know, and hoping for the best. Which is usually how I deal with my problems. I mean, that's not okay to say. Okay. There goes Larry Jr. We get a whole lot of Larry nothing in here. I mean, my shadow, sure, but like I'd rather take a chance and get an angel deal. Yeah, we can use one bomb. Maybe get a free key here would save us 5 cents, and we didn't. All right. Stapler, absolutely going to take that. It's going to give us much needed damage here. And we can polish bone. There's also a demon judgment in here, which I'm going to go ahead and play right now. Yeah. I mean, our tears rate is high enough to where, like, euthanasia might actually come into play. I'm going to buy this key, however, and we did not get a nickel from there, which is a little bit disappointment. We don't need a tears up anymore. I will take more damage. Mom's ring will also spawn a rune, or in this case, a soul. And we might as well go check inside the curse room here. We get a couple more bombs. Since we're in here, we might as well try to see if the secret room is there. Most of the time it's not, but sometimes it can be. And let's just go take a jaunt over here to the item room, as well as the other room here. See if the secret room is there, and it is. A devil card and a chariot card. Okay. The devil card is going to be the Bible effect, and the chariot cards, well, you know what the chariot card is. Come on now. Come on now. Will chest to drop us a golden heart? I think it did. Also dropped us dim bulb. What is going on? Little chest, you okay? You don't normally pay out like this often here. I mean, dim bulb we can use against the boss. Like, there's no reason for us not to hold it because obviously we have no other trinket spot right now. But dim bulb is going to give us a very nice little damage upgrade. Wow, we got a strength card too. Look at this. This, I'm surprised we didn't get a little bottle of milk to go with it, and a little head pat. Seeing here, our tears rate is effective enough to basically sit and squab with essentially any mob that we run across, but our damage is good enough. It's one of those like illusionary type damages that it appears that we have high damage. Does that make sense? And that is because our tears rate is so high. It's a high amount of DPS, but not really an incredible amount of damage. 5.71 is good, but it's not like, you know, world shattering. Okay, you know what? How do you deal with that? We got big old blue chub. She's big, she's blue, she's chubby. Now we can use the Necronomicon on the next wave and therefore get a buff from the dim bulb that we got from a little chest, which is nice. Should make the Devil Deal wave go by a little bit faster. Why did Isaac shoot? Oh, I guess my finger slipped on the keyboard and shot south for a second there. I was trying to stretch my right hand out. Hey, wait a second. There's nothing in this room that can shoot tears like that. Still euthanasia kill there. We can get, I guess, the strength card we can use for the Devil Deal. We double blue chub. There you go. So you see we get a significant amount of damage here from the dim bulb. I gotta say, you know, I appreciate the meaningful upgrades here, little chest. You know, obviously we're not going to use the number magnet, but, you know, the thought that counts. We do have a chance for an angel deal here since we did not take anything out of that first devil deal. Somehow, once again, we managed to DPS the chubs down. I theorized many times before that I think that the game auto-balance... Oh, there's two nubs there. I think the game secretly auto-balances the HP of greed mobs. Guardian Angel. That's a bummer right there. I mean, this saves us money on keys. Sun's Habit, We can hold on to the strength card, I guess. There's not really any reason for us to do anything else in here. Maybe be able to use the Bible to get in here. Yeah. It's a good idea. Actually, we can just use the devil card now. It's not like it's going to take us a minute to go to that other room. There we go. Yeah, so we get the Bible effect. Yeah, you know, we got a free couple of keys and bombs. I'll take it. Now, if you notice, we still have the Bible effect. This is Ivy bad. Going into this room here, or going into this floor. So we want to try to continue this room as much as possible. Otherwise, we're going to lose the Seraphim effect. So we might as well get some use out of him. Now, I think you can game the system and stay over a gap. Yeah, so right now, notice how we still have the flying effect, but we've lost Seraphim. That's because the Bible effect actually went away. And look, the game didn't take away our flying, so it's a little bit of game knowledge right there. I was wondering if that would work, and it absolutely did. So we maintain, because the game's not going to let you spawn, or it's not going to let you just sit in front of like a gap, right? Like you can't stand on top of a gap, otherwise you bug out and just can't move. So in other words, the game compensates by letting you hold that. By letting you keep the flying form, even if the reverse devil card effect goes away. So it took away Seraphim, but we maintain the flying buff for this entire floor until we leave this room, essentially. So I'm pretty stoked that worked, actually. Neat little trick there to maintain flying. Definitely helps us out whenever we've got these gaps here we can use for defense. Again, I'm not going to use Necronomicon on Gertie or whoever the other boss is going to be. I want to have the buff from the dim bulb for the Devil Wave. This is the name of my jazz fusion band, by the way. Okay, so now we can hit the button, drop the nukes. Got triple sloth, one of them super sloth. Wow, that was an impressive amount of hang time on that shot there, sloth. There you go. Nice, easy peasy floor here. It's nice to have that flying for the duration of that. And there we go. We finally get a meaningful couple of items here. Black powder as well as Death Touch. Oh yeah. Then notice how our flying has gone away now. Let's see. Make the most out of our bombs, so. Secret room is most likely to the left of this shop. But because our movement speed's so high, black powder is going to be awesome. It's actually not there. Surprising. There's also no reroll machine in here, so I am going to take the Holy Mantle just because of the meme. And we have a golden heart to get rid of as well. Secret might be in here. So I don't want to destroy... I don't want to destroy the bone heart yet. So I'm not going to. We can buy a bomb. Never mind. No, we can't. IBS. So we could take IBS and start laying bombs, but that is absolutely not worth it. Gemini is Gemma bad. We'll get an HP upgrade here. Man, oh man, do I love... Man, oh man, do I love having black powder in greed mode. It's one of those items that, you know, I think that when you start using it more often, you're going to realize that good old Sinvicta is probably right. May not want to admit it, but black powder in greed is just super duper broken. Like super amazing broken. If you have the movement speed, which right now our movement speed went away because obviously we don't have the dim bulb effect. Thanks to us having the 4.5 volt. But I mean, we're getting to the point now where obviously like we don't want to have any reliance on the dim bulb or our spacebar item in general here. Like we're ready to get rid of Necronomicon for something better. Especially with 4.5 volt. Yeah, look at that. Another thing I love about black powder is that obviously it does deal damage to everything in the room, whether it's on the ground or not on the ground, in the air or on land. Let's go ahead and do that real quick. Thank you. Gonna lay a big old black powder circle here. So look at that. It's actually hitting Teratoma while it's in the air, or Fistula, I should say, while it's in the air. Unlike other more inferior effects that are similar. We got Perfection. I also have no idea what just hit me right there. I guess it was from a champion because we lost a full heart, but we didn't lose the bone heart. I don't know. Okay, so let's do a little bit of rolling here. We need to get a solid spacebar item. Yeah, I mean, red candle is solid, but it has absolutely zero synergy with 4.5 volt, and we don't need divorce papers. I'd like to get a heart just to preserve our bone heart. Could buy some soul hearts, I suppose. Yeah. Sanguine Bond's okay. I Agreed is interesting. But the I Agreed in greed mode is also pretty wow bad, so I will take blue cap. I'll take meat for damage, and could potentially buy X-ray specs, which would allow us to get into every secret room for the rest of this run for free. We also would always know where it is. Hearing how fast Necronomicon's recharging here thanks to 4.5 volt. Which is kind of insane because like our damage is not all that great. It's the piercing shots and the multi-hits that we're getting from Carrion Queen that's doing a lot of the heavy lifting here. Here we go. I think we... It's weird that blew up the... Alright, you know what, game? In that case, I will take it. Hey, you made the decision for me. I wasn't going to take Brimstone, but you made the decision for me. Need 2 cents so we can get, potentially, every secret room that we would ever want. We have 1 bomb. I'm gonna try the most common spot since we know it's probably not in the curse room, but that's okay. We don't need it. X0 is kind of whatever. Mr. Dolly's it gives us I was hoping it was gonna give us multiple soul hearts, but all right, rubber cement. Potential huge play with a bomb if we end up getting one. Gotta say, little chest, after your bombastic start here, I want to see a little bit more out of you, son. You had a good solid first quarter, and second quarter was a little bit middling. Third quarter has been disappointing. So we need you to step it up here and give us some solid bomb drops or something. Drop a nickel or a dime or really anything. A neat little effect there with X0 and Euthanasia. And honestly, I gotta say, Necronomicon's been doing some pretty quality stuff here. Obviously, it helps that we're able to like instantly recharge it, but the amount of damage that we're doing is surprising, considering that our damage stat is really not all that great. I'm gonna take Rubber Cement. God, I really just want one bomb. Raw liver. A raw liver would give us a huge amount of HP, obviously. All we can really hope for now would be Jello inside of a Devil Deal, which would be absolutely fine with me. It is the God combo. Raw liver, I mean, it's a huge value play. Just giving us just a massive amount of HP. Necronomicon is just clearing stuff up. Kind of love it. I mean, the 4.5 volt just makes every active item better. Judas' Shadow and Bloody Gust. Hot take, I don't think we don't need Judas' Shadow. It may not be a hot take, but like, yeah. Come on. You're gonna do that. You're gonna put 2 bombs there, game, and not give me store credit. No, that's what they're gonna do. I could roll for a half-price bomb, but okay. Pandora's box. Give us nothing. Anytime you see a half-price premium item in the final shop, you usually want to just take it no matter what. Because potentially it could ball out of control for you. If you end up, like, if you end up needing some value and, like, you're missing, like, 1 or 2 really good stats, like, it's a good way to just simply get rid of any reliance on RNG and just say, hey, you know what? Let's take a risk. Let's roll it. Let's see if we can get ourselves a good premium item at a half cost. Black Powder doing its thing. Between Black Powder and the Necronomicon, we have been smoking everything here. Brimstone? Pretty sure you were charged there. Notice how you can preemptively take Black Powder and just kind of make circles around everything before they spawn. So you want to try to make circles the best you can, like around like the normal starting areas of enemies. And yes, you can overlap them. You just saw right there. Good double bloat. Okay, Brimstone. That's the second time I've had you charged and you not do anything. I don't know where the other bloat is. A little bit worried. There he is. Double bloat for the first. Oh, we got double bosses. That was cute. That was real cute. Okay. So this just gives us it's a 7-cent soul heart. Let's hold off let's wait until we're done with this wave here, and then we'll see what we need from the final shot. See, we're doing this again. I don't know if there are 3 stains in there, or that one just, like, appeared below us. So we can get Leviathan. Our Princess Crown wouldn't be bad either. We could take our Princess Crown. And then hope for just a regular HP upgrade here. There we go. Then I think what we do is we just load up. I'll take a Tears Up. Because it does break the Tears cap. So, good. I think that that's probably the best we could have hoped for. And High Priestess. And Galadriel free card. One final Tinted Rock up, yeah. We get another Soul Heart. You know what? I'm okay with that. Big Room was not. I guess it was over here somewhere. Went to the left. Okay. Well, that's we're at full build here, and I'm fairly satisfied with this. We can use the High Priestess card against Greed. So Maul the Void Chargers and then just go full blast with it. There we go. Get some more money for the Greed Machine, which is undoubtedly going to break after 1 tap. You see, we have the Dark Princess Crown buff currently because we're sitting at one red heart. Yeah, we're just gonna max range this because I think we all know how I feel about the hit radius on Greed's Whirlwind attack. I do like the fact that Necronomicon, or that Euthanasia can proc off of Brimstone. And, you know, I wouldn't have thought that we would have held on to the Necronomicon for as long as we did, but I'm kind of glad we did. It's an effective wave clear, and honestly, it recharges pretty darn quickly with the 4.5 volt. That right there is a good. I want you to rewind it back about 8 seconds and go look at how he just hit us there with that little half whirlwind he did. It wasn't even half. It was like a quarter whirlwind. That's a very difficult sentence to say. And that tells you all you need to know about hit radii in this game. Gonna let him rage out up there while we're sitting down here, staying away from all of his BS. If he comes down there, we'll go up here. Simple as that. Don't even need to really worry about the ads because we've got Necronomicon. And also Greed's also dead. There we go. 11% to break on the Greed Machine. Ever since resetting it. Wow, look at us getting a full experience there. You know what? I'll take it. So, oh man, nice little Greed run. So I think that we'll call it there. That felt pretty good. I think that The surprising thing to come away from that run is definitely the fact that Necronomicon plus 4.5 volt just gives you unlimited nuking potential. And if we hadn't taken Brimstone, I think it may have recharged a little bit faster because obviously there's not the fire delay in between our tiers, especially with piercing shots and Death's Touch. But I liked it. Hopefully you did as well. If you did, make sure you click the like button. Have a great start to your Tuesday, everybody, and thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing. I hope you have a fantastic day. I will see you on the next one. Thanks for watching this video. Like, thanks to patrons of mine like Lamp, Taz Bryant, G. Ben Gaijin, and Verexen Penguin. If you'd like to have your name read at the end of an Isaac episode, check out my Patreon campaign, which you can find down below, or by going to patreon.com/Sinvicta.